Alright, yo, welcome back to Rooster Crow and TV, man. It's been a minute, but we back. You heard me? Hey, man, keep in mind, it only costs $0.00 to hit that subscribe button. And I'll be fair and price match and do the same thing if you hit that like button. So stop being cheap and smash that like button, man. You heard me? Alright, let's get into this story real quick, man. Listen, y'all. I'm going to press play. You guys can watch this video, and we could just have a little conversation at the end of this shit. Because we're starting to see more and more scary cops in uniform. When I mean scary cops, they're actually leaving victims in vulnerable situations to get either hurt or killed. Alright? Now, with that being said, I'm going to play this news clip, and we'll chop it up later on.
I talked with a number of officers about this incident and simply said it is not sitting well with them. The two officers in question are off the street. The men involved in that shooting still on it. A Detroit cop is suspended, another on medical leave after apparently fleeing the scene of a shooting that unfolded right in front of them. Sources tell me it happened near Schoolcraft in Greenfield back on June 30th.
This incident is troubling, and it is unfortunate, and it's not consistent with our training. It's also not consistent with the expectations that are set by myself and my command team.
Interim Police Chief James White addressing the officer's response or lack thereof during a press conference Friday. The victim, seen here in the blue shirt, was struck but survived. A sedan pulled up in front of him. A man in the backseat hung outside the window and opened fire with the semi-automatic rifle. All of it captured on police dash cam. The officers drove off, but at some point turned back around to help the victim. The gunman and driver got away.
What I'm looking to understand is, prior to leaving the scene and returning to provide the assistance, what was the state of mind of the officer? What did they think they were doing? I need to know a lot of things that I don't want to discuss right now, but it has to do with if they were secure enough to take immediate action.
What could they have done in that moment? Could they have drawn and engaged them with...
Oh, absolutely. Yes, you pull your gun. He's shooting at somebody. You pull your gun when you're in fear of your life or someone else in fear of their life.
Retired Detroit Assistant Police Chief Steve Dolan tells me the officers in question did not come clean about what happened.
It appears they're hiding something at first because, again, it came to light through a routine investigation of the cameras. And the supervisor said, hey, wait a minute. So it wasn't reported to them right away.
That supervisor sent it up the chain, prompting an investigation and the immediate suspension of the female officer who was behind the wheel.
I think what's disconcerting probably for citizens is, and I don't want to generalize, however, we see a lot of instances where unarmed individuals are given a hard time by the police. And police say they fear for their lives. Well, this was an actual shooting in progress that the officers witnessed, and they didn't engage the threat.
Former Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godby says cops are supposed to be the people who run to danger, not away from it.
Do we get hired to die? No, but we do understand that there's a risk inherent with what we do. But that risk is for the greater good of society.
Individualized incidents do not represent the hard work of the over 2,000 men and women of this department that they do day in and day out.
Chief White says he's waiting for the officer that's on medical leave to get back to work before they wrap up this investigation and make a decision on both of their futures with DPD.
Alright, guys. Alright. Y'all just heard that. Y'all just saw the other video clip within the news clip. Rewind. Flashback. I did a video a few weeks ago, right, where a lady, there was some kind of domestic dispute going on, and she calls the cops. You can see a young officer. He's upstairs with her, bulletproof, got a gun and everything. And then a few seconds later, you see him hauling ass downstairs. Because why? He see the lady's boyfriend or whoever it is that she got into this dispute with. She see this man. Well, the cops see this man coming at him with a firearm. Not once did he think about pulling his gun. He left the lady. He left the victim who called him for help to deal with the suspect. And he fled. Same exact shit we just seen in this video. Bro, we have two officers in a patrol car. They pull up. They see what looks like, 3 people in the vehicle, ski masked up, and then you see like a chopper coming out the window, shooting at somebody. I thought most cops would either ram that car with their car or immediately open fire, because it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Not too many cops will miss the chance to jump in action in a situation like this. Especially we know how trigger happy some of y'all are. But in this situation, this cop got scared. She saw the assault rifle. She saw these guys masked up. There's no way she didn't see them. She saw everything. And what did she do? Instead of rendering aid to the person who was getting shot at, she hauled ass. She made a left. She hauled ass. She cleared the scene. She waited till the shooters left. And then they went to go provide aid to the person who just got shot. You cannot make this shit up, man. This the kind of shit our taxpaying dollars go for. You know we pay their checks, right? If you got a job, you bust your ass every day, you pay their checks. Bro, are we now in this time where the criminals have more power than the police? The police are really, really scared? To be fair, there was another video too that I did that happened in Toledo maybe like a week ago. In this video, bro, I see 2 of the bravest cops I've ever seen on camera. These guys are walking towards gunfire, not even knowing where it's coming from, but they're trying to tell people to get down, hide behind the tires and shit like that. You feel me? In comparison to these 2 cops, what the hell? This is why people really got to understand the defund the police, right? This is why you really got to understand it. Most people take this defund the police thing into a racial thing because a lot of black folks get killed by police. It's bigger than that. It's deeper than that. You know, the racial part is just scratching the surface. You feel me? Defund the police, it goes as deep as in putting people in position who are not going to leave victims stuck in a vulnerable situation like this cop just did. Defund the police also go on that line, trying to find the right officers. If you're a cop in uniform, you sign up for that shit. That's no way you're supposed to leave a victim to get shot at. That man probably thought, yeah, it's police right there. Ain't shit finna happen. But when the police heard a gunshot, they turned the other way. Defund the police also goes into hiring cops who are not afraid, like those 2 cops in the other video. Those guys were actually saving lives. Bullets were flying, and not once did you see them run away. You heard the other guy say, let's go. But in this situation, man, we have 2 cops hauling ass and leaving somebody to fend for himself. Now, whatever he's involved in, that's between him and the guys who were shooting at him. But as a cop, it is your job to protect, which most of us barely get that. And it's also your job to serve. Some of y'all provide little services here and there, helping people with flat tires and shit. But bro, y'all left somebody. How are we the people supposed to have any faith in the police department? That's why it's better to have your gun. That's why it's better not to wait for the police this day and time. They're not going to save you. They're not going to save you. It's clear. They're not going. Damn, we just see a cop that left a man being shot at. Haul ass, waited till the smoke cleared and came back to provide aid. Stop this man from bleeding out. This shit is crazy, man. What do you guys feel about this situation, man? Bro, sometimes you gotta laugh to shake off the stupidity. But it's like, what the hell? Really? The criminals at this point have the upper hand. The shootings and shit that are going on, it's not going to slow down when you see actions like this by police behavior, man. It's only going to put more of a battery in the back of the criminals. Like, this video has already been seen a lot of times. People who are seeing this shit, they're like, damn, these guys are scared. That's exactly how people think. Cops are retreating from people who are doing an active drive-by while the cop is right there, camera recording. They try to hide something. Man, I'm not bashing every cop, because obviously not every cop is like this, and not every cop, you know, when we talk about defund the police, not every cop falls in that category. You feel me? But man, what do you guys think about this whole situation, man? Me personally, I don't feel good about it. You know what I mean? I know I can't have a situation and call 911 and depend on them to come. Like, I ain't never been that kind of person. You feel me? But this particular timeline that we live in, it's clear that the cops are not going to save your life. So if you think dialing 911 is going to really, really save you or bring any kind of help to you, open your eyes. Pay attention to this kind of video. That's why it's good for everybody to stay protected, stay dangerous, or stay safe, whichever one you want. You feel me? It's up to you. But it's clear that dialing 911 is not going to save your life. And in this case, this person didn't even dial 911. The cops just stumbled upon this shit happening, and they hauled ass. Man, look, let me hear what you got to say in the comment section, man. Till next time.